What is going on, YouTubers? Nicked Out Vapor back here with another product review, and today we are going to be looking at, yes, another pod AIO system. I know that I've been putting up some pod videos, and a lot of people don't like them, but there's a lot of people that do like them, and it helps people get off of them cigarettes. So I'm going to keep putting them out there, and hopefully you guys don't get too disgruntled with me. But anyways, guys, we're not going to waste any more time. We're going to take it down, show you the up close and personal, show you the packaging, and all the ins and outs on this Sense Sidekick Pod AIO. Alrighty guys, and here we are for the packaging portion of this video. This is going to be the packaging for the Sense Sidekick. Not much to go over. We're going to make it quick and sweet. On the top, you're going to have your Sense logo. On the bottom, you're going to have your Sidekick logo. And it's going to show you a little LED indicator. We'll go over that more on the top side, but green is going to be the normal and white is going to be the strong. On the side, it's going to say Sidekick. On the back, it's going to show you all your specifications, details, and everything you need to know about the pod. Now, one thing I did want to go over real quick. Number 3 right here. It says the best VG-PG ratio is 70-30, but no lower than 60-40. Now they're saying that you could possibly get leaking if you use anything other than or under a 60-40 PG ratio. I personally have been using a 50-50 Nic Salt in here and have had absolutely zero leaking whatsoever. It is bone dry like the desert, and I gotta say that I am completely 100% impressed with the pod itself. Now inside the packaging, you're gonna pull that little sleeve out, and you're gonna have some silica gel. You're just gonna go ahead and toss that into the garbage. You're also going to get a USB cord for charging. Set that aside. Now you're going to get this baggie right here. And this baggie is going to normally contain 2 coils inside of here. Yes, they include 2. So that is a positive note there. And they are the same exact coils. So you're not going to have any kind of variations there. But it is going to be a 1.1 ohm mouth to lung coil. And you're also, if you guys can see that, it's going to include another little black grommet for your fill port. Set that aside, and now you have the star of the show, and that is going to be your Sense Sidekick itself. Now this is the white edition, guys. You will see all these black lines all through it, kind of like a cracked cell phone screen. There is 3 different colors that I have seen, and one of them being this white. You're also going to have 2 different black versions. You're going to have a black version that has all white lines all through it. And then you're going to have a rainbow edition, which is going to be all black, and it's going to have rainbow lines all through it. Now on the top of it, you're going to have your Sense logo. On the bottom here, this little circle is going to be your LED indicator. On the back side, you're going to have a Sidekick logo. And on the side, if you could see, here's your USB charging port. And up here is going to be your airflow holes. Now it's non-adjustable, so that's going to be listed as a con, but we'll go over that later on in the video. Now it's going to be a press fit pod. All you're going to do is press that out. It's not too terribly hard to get in and out, so that's not going to be con. But anyways, guys, here is the pod itself. It's going to be a press fit coil system. All you're going to do is get your finger underneath of there, pull the coil out if you want to replace it. When you're putting the coil in, all you're going to do is just push it in until it is flush with the bottom of the coil or the pod itself. On the side here is going to be your fill method. All you're going to do is get your fingernail underneath that little grommet, and there is your fill port. I haven't had any kind of issue getting any of my bottles inside there. It's a decent size hole, not a hoil, a hole. So I have actually been really impressed with this pod itself. I have had 0 condensation, 0 leaking. It's been absolutely fantastic. Now, I don't know if you guys seen that. When you put the coil in, it is going to flash a white light. Or if you have it in the normal mode, it'll flash a green light. But anyways, guys, couple specifications on this device here. It is going to be 91 millimeters here by 25 millimeters by 14.5 millimeters in width. It is a zinc alloy and polycarbonate material. It's going to be a 460 milliamp pod system, so you're not going to get all day out of this vape, but it has lasted me. Like if I go to work, I'll be using it at work, and it has lasted me through there. Now, if this is your only device, I would say this thing is cheap enough. Just pick 2 of them up so you have an extra battery, or you could throw another flavor in there and switch in and out of different flavors, or switch your battery out. As far as charge time, they're saying that it charges within 60 minutes. I haven't personally checked it myself, but we will let you guys be the determining factor on that. It says it has a 10 to 15 watt outage, voltage or wattage output, and that's about all I have to cover, other than the pod itself actually holding 2 milliliters of e-liquid. Other than that, I don't got much else to go over as far as this Scent Sidekick goes. We're going to take it back up on top, guys, talk about it a little bit more, show you a little bit about the LED, and go over my pros and cons. We will be right back, guys, and we will go over all the details. And we are back, guys, back up on top here with the Scent Sidekick. And man, I gotta tell you, I beat around the bush on picking this thing up, and I really did not want to like this product, and I don't know why. I just seen it, and I was like, I got the Cali Burn. Why buy anything else? Because it's that freaking good. But I gotta keep putting videos out there for you guys and for the channel. Keep the videos rolling, keep the everything, blah, 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 whatever. Anyways, the Sidekick, I am enjoying it, actually. I use the Smoke Infinix for quite some time because I like the stealthiness of the vape. Now, this thing, as far as flavor goes, is better than the Infinix. As far as coil life goes, it's better than the Infinix. As far as pod leaking, it's non-existent, so it's better than the Infinix. Stealthy, 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 great stealthy vape. I like it a lot as far as being stealthy. Now, as far as best pod system, no way. No way you're going to beat this thing. Not saying ever, but as of right now, this thing will not touch it. But it's going to be in my rotation of pod systems I use, especially when I'm trying to be respectful to other people. Because I think that's something that we all need to do. Be respectful to other people. Do not be blowing clouds into people's faces, especially you don't know these people. It's super disrespectful, and it gives vaping a bad name. Don't do it. Be respectful to other people. Please, I ask you that. Anyways, let's get back to the Sidekick. Now, as far as the LED feature on here, if you take a look at the bottom of the pod, you're going to see this little circle right here. That's going to be your LED itself. In order to change modes, you have to inhale 5 times within 5 seconds to change from mode to mode. Now, let's go ahead and do that real quick. I changed the lighting, so hopefully you guys can see it. Here we go, 5 inhales within 5 seconds. And there we go, guys. Now, it was already in the white setting, which is a strong setting. Default setting is going to be the green LED. So that is going to be your normal setting. If you want to change it to strong, 5 inhales within 5 seconds. Me, personally, I like it on the white setting. It seems to have a little, and by little, I mean a little bit more flavor, a little bit more warmth. So just try it out, see what you guys like. As far as pros and cons go on this product, I don't have many cons. One of the big cons, in my opinion, with all these pod systems is there's no airflow control. You're going to have these 3 little tiny holes on the side of the device, and that is going to be where your airflow goes through. Now, me personally, if I take my finger and cover up 2 of these holes on the side, I don't know why my camera is being so damn terrible today. But anyways, I take my finger and close off 2 air holes on each side and leave 1 air hole open on each side. And take a vape. Here we go, real quick. To me, That's where it should be right out of the get-go. It's a super satisfying mouth-to-lung vape. Now, the people that like direct lung vaping on pod systems, this is going to be super restrictive, in my opinion, for you guys. You could still do a direct to lung vape off of this without closing any of your air holes up. You could still do a direct lung hit, no problem. It's going to be super restrictive, but it is not going to be like your Nord or anything like that. Your Alpha, your Smoke Trinity Alpha. Those have way more airflow. If you're that kind of pod vapor that likes a lot of airflow, this thing is going to be really restricted to you. Now, is it as restricted as a Smoke Infinix? No, no. The Infinix still has that beat. Now, when you cover up these two holes and leave one hole open on each side, it becomes more like the Infinix, but I still think the Infinix just has like a different feel than every pod system that I've used before. And I like the inhale on the Infinix more than 99% of the pod systems, but the coil life on it is terrible. The leaking on it is terrible. Anyways, whatever. We'll get back to the Sidekick. The cons, I wish they would have put a button on here so you can change the mode that they have on here. But, you know, it goes back to if it ain't broke, don't fix it. It works perfectly fine. It's super easy to do. And I'm just complaining about something that's irrelevant. Anyways, we'll go to pros because that's about the only two cons that I have. Other than third con would be the duckbill mouthpiece on here. I think it's a little bit fat. I have big, juicy, bodacious lips, if you want to call them that. But if you have small mouth with smaller lips than I do, I think it's going to be even more of a con than what I personally feel it is. But whatever, it's to each their own. As far as pros go, price point 100%, the biggest 100% absolute best thing about this product. $15 to $20, you get the pod, you get the device itself, you get two coils. I mean, absolutely a winner as far as price point goes. Now, the pod itself, you can buy it two different ways. You can buy the whole pod with two coils and an extra rubber grommet. I've seen it anywhere between $5 and $10. Or you could buy just the coil itself for a 5-pack around the same price, $5 to $10. I don't know if I said 20. Anywhere between $5 and $10. So huge pro there. The fact that this pod does not leak whatsoever, guys. Absolutely fantastic job there. The O-ring tolerances are perfect, and I think they did a great job with that. All in all, I think that it's a good, cheap, affordable pod system. Now, if you have the money, I say get this. If you want to have a second pod system for stealth vaping or whatever the case might be, you just wanted a second pod system, I think this is good. If you like tight mouth-to-lung vapes, I think that you're going to like this. Now, let me know what you guys think in the description if you have tried this, or if you say you don't like tight mouth-to-lung devices. Let me know in the comment section. Throw me a comment in there. Throw a subscription down there. Help the channel out, guys. Keeps me producing videos. And we'll see you next time here on Nicked Out Vapor. Peace out!